day, students of English 122 and Professor Gallo. Today we want to talk about what affects all of us. Stress. Specifically, stress among college students. We're going to talk about the causes of stress, some of the effects, and ways to relieve stress in our lives. It's a presentation by myself, Colin, Sebastian, and Tammy Brown, who you're going to see shortly. I believe there's many aspects of stress that are important to all of us because it affects us all. Every one of us, students, teachers, every one of us. There are many causes of student stress. Less parental support, scheduling issues, dealing with being away from home. This is more of an issue when you're in a four-year university. Mismanaged time, because after all, time management is very important to be successful at college. Difficult exams, longer hours devoted to studying. This is a lot different than high school and elementary school. Creating a new social network. I believe that's one of the most important things. It's good to have friends, good to have that support system. And you're among a lot of new faces here at Delaware Tech, so it's good to create that new social network of support. Mismanaged time, of course, and increased college workload. Some of the impacts of stress are as follows. Feeling overwhelmed. It's definitely a big emotional side of being stressed. Weight issues. The freshman 15, we've all heard of that before. Due to everything being so fast-paced, we're relying more on fast food, not enough time in the day, so we don't take care of our bodies, and we're not as healthy. Sleep disturbance. We might stay up a little too late at night studying, or maybe we've worked on our new social network a little too well, and we're socializing late at night. But with that creates a lack of energy. If you don't get your proper amount of rest, you have a lack of energy. And then that causes mental slowness and confusion. Yes, you need to get your proper amount of sleep. What would you guess to be the percentage of college students that drop out nationally? Nearly 50%, believe it or not, 50% of all United States college students drop out. And here at Delaware Tech, it's actually closer to 80%. Before I hand it over to Tammy Brown, I want everybody to know this quote right here that I found very interesting. Grades are largely based on two things, time and effort. And both of these are well within your control, with some planning and organization, of course. Something to remember when you're dealing with your schoolwork and it's bothering you, that teachers are reasonable, and as long as you put in the time and the effort, you'll be rewarded.
My name is Tamara Brown. Welcome English class of 122. I'm going to start out by telling you 3 points on study skills. First, you want to create a quiet place to study where you won't be bothered by distractions. Now, in a traditional setting, that would be roommates or college situations that are going on. Del Tech is not your traditional school, so you have other things like children and spouses and other things that could distract you. So create a quiet space where you can focus and study. Create a schedule when planning activities. Always overestimate the amount of time needed for studying to avoid all-night cramming. All-night cramming doesn't work for anybody, and you don't obtain any of the information or keep it in your head. Take small, frequent breaks to walk or eat a healthy snack. They say to get up at least every hour, eat snacks that are high in protein, keep fresh vegetables, fresh fruit around, something just to give you some energy to keep going and to get through your study sessions. Time management. First, you need to make enough time for studying. If you're having a hard time with that, there's plenty of people on campus, your counselors, sometimes there's even classes on study skills and time management that you can take. Next, you want to leave enough time to complete assignments. You don't want to be rushing. You make errors that you wouldn't normally make, which affects your grades. Schedule enough time to study for exams. That goes back to not cramming, because you're not going to maintain and have that information because it's just going to go right back out. Don't overschedule yourself. This particularly in this technical college comes into play because we're working and we have families. So don't work more hours than you can during the week, and don't take more classes than you know you can handle. Last, don't take early morning classes if you like to stay up late at night, especially if you're a late night studier, because the last thing you want to do is be rushing around in the morning and trying to get to class, because it's not going to happen and you're not going to be on time. Next, the biggest problem with college students is procrastination. We've all been here and tell ourselves that we're going to stop procrastinating, and we all end up here later with our deadlines and our schedules are conflicting. So you should always use your time management. Don't procrastinate. They say don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. You should really stick to that. When you have the free time, study, get in things that you can do, and don't put it off till later. Next is tardiness and the problems with tardiness. So first, you wake up late. We all had that day where our alarm clock doesn't go off. So they suggest that you use a battery backup alarm clock. That way, if you lose power, you're still going to wake up. When you wake up, you panic. We all panic. You throw on dirty clothes. You don't have all the things you need for class because you're throwing your backpack together and you're running out the door. Then you get stuck in traffic, and then you're frustrated because you're yelling at the cars in front of you because you're trying to get to class on time. Then, especially here at Del Tech, there's no parking. And when there's no parking, again, you run into that frustrated, stressed out state where you're trying to get to class on time and you're late. Arrive without needed materials. As I said, you're going to forget something and you're rushed to get out the door, whether it be your calculator you need for a test or the pencil that you need to take on your Scantron, any number of things. All of this stuff adds up to stress. And when you're stressed, you're going to sit down in the classroom and you're not going to take in what you need to take in, or you're not going to be successful in the exams that you're trying to take when you're in class. Exam anxiety. We all have it. Don't study at the last minute. I've said that a couple times, and it's very important. Do not cram. You won't retain it. Do not study or discuss exam information with classmates right before the test. I know plenty of us do it. What was this, what was that? Chances are you're going to get confused, or if they have it wrong, now you have it wrong. You can review note cards as a positive. Sit by yourself instead of talking to classmates and review the key points that maybe you were having a hard time on while you were studying. Don't be late. Always arrive early. They say about 10 minutes to get relaxed in your chair, get all your things out that you need. If you start to get anxious, close your eyes and use positive visualization. They say to close your eyes and imagine yourself doing well on this exam. Imagine the number that you want to get in your head, or the A, B, or C that you're aiming for in your head, and just think positively that you can be successful on this exam. We're going to talk about relaxation and the proper amount of rest. One of the big things is to get enough exercise. Exercise releases endorphins, which in turn reduces stress. Try yoga. Yoga is one of a good stress relieving activities that really promote relaxation. Get involved in student-driven exercise. There are a lot of exercise groups. Del Tech has on campus workout rooms and places you can go, and they even do events that you can get involved in, or contests, weight loss, and things that they do in the summer. Get at least 8 hours of sleep. I know none of us do, but we need to. Keep in touch with family. When you're in the traditional college, call home, keep in touch with friends, and in the process of Del Tech, you're here a lot, so make sure that you maintain your relationship with your family members at home, because you're not going to have as much time. Create a positive support system at school. Very important, whether it be group studying or carpooling or just helping each other in class, because we're here to support each other, and that's the best way to get through the whole college experience.
In conclusion, healthy habits to help reduce student stress. 6 points. Point number 1, create a good study environment. Number 2, get organized. This is true in all aspects of life. Number 3, know your learning style. You could be visual learner, kinesthetic, or auditory learner. Practice visualizations. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. 5, develop optimism. Positive thinking goes a long way. 6, healthy routine of waking up early and being prepared for the school day. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to either email myself or Tamara or on our school email, and we'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.